A show the size of Rockford's Airfest can't be undertaken without the help of the many dedicated corporate sponsors who have found Airfest to be both a valuable addition to their overall marketing plans and a great way to thank employees and customers for their support of their business.
UPS has been a sponsor for the last 4 years and plan to continue that sponsorship. Sponsorship of the air show is key to us. Again, being the largest aerospace manufacturer in the area, we're a natural fit as a sponsor. And again, we like to use this event to show our support for the local community.
Well, it's obvious. Over 100,000 people. It's our target market. It's a great place for us to come and entertain our clients as well as sample our products. It's the premier event in Northern Illinois. One of the best Airfests in the nation, if you will. So it's worked out very well for us as a company.
It's something UPS can give back to the community, and our great relationship with the Rockford Airport is something we relish and hope to continue. Well, the show does several things for us. It's first and foremost a chance for us to reach out to the community and show our participation, show our products in our product display tent. We also use the show as an opportunity to reward our own employees via our chalets, which we have in the flight line.
So, with beautiful blue skies overhead and over 100,000 people in attendance, it was time for the 2009 Rockford Airfest to take flight. One of the performers was the FA-18 Hornet, an all-weather aircraft carrier-capable fighter jet designed to attack both air and ground targets for the U.S. Navy and Marines. The FA-18 Hornet can achieve a top speed of almost twice the speed of sound and can be fitted for machine guns, air-to-air missiles, and laser-guided bombs. Another performer at the show was the KC-135 Stratotanker, a military airborne refueler that has been part of the Air Force's fleet of aircraft since the 1950s. The plane on display at Airfest is based at Grissom Air Force Base in Indiana, and we had a chance to talk to its pilot.
This is the KC-135. It's from Grissom Air Reserve Base, and this is the aircraft that I fly at that base in the reserves. And it's a refueling aircraft, so we fly missions where we air refuel other airplanes in the air. Well, I joined the Air Force when I was first started in college, and I just loved it since then. I actually started out enlisted on the airplane, so I was refueling, so I love flying the airplane. And as I got my college degree, they asked me to be a pilot, and I did that, and I've loved it ever since. We use this aircraft, especially in the recent conflicts over in Iraq and Afghanistan. We'll fly over those countries, and so we can set up orbits and meet other airplanes so they can accomplish their air refueling in the air. Well, what we do is every airplane has a certain airspeed at which we refuel at, and we just meet at a specified point in the air. And we all have an airspeed that we meet, and there's a boom on the back of this airplane. We can also put a drogue on there, which is a different attachment for usually Navy aircraft. But we just transfer fuel from our aircraft to another airplane, so it's really a flying gas station.
Another performer at Airfest 2009 was a Sea Harrier. It's the only privately owned Sea Harrier in the world. The Sea Harrier, which entered duty with the United Kingdom's Royal Navy in 1980, is unique in that it can take off and land using a conventional runway, or can take off and land vertically with its specially designed engines. The Sea Harrier is a jet fighter, reconnaissance, and attack aircraft that can carry machine guns or a variety of missiles. One of the fan favorites at Airfest is Dave Dacey and Tony Kazian, who perform a wing walking show that's true to the spirit of the original wing walkers that have been thrilling air show audiences for decades all over the world.
What we're flying today is a 1943 model Boeing Stearman. It was a trainer in World War II for the Navy. Well, today what we're going to do is we got kind of an unusual act where my passenger takes off laying between the wings on the biplane, and we proceed from there to he'll climb up on top of the wings of the airplane while we're flying, and we'll proceed to do some aerobatics. We'll do some loops and barrel rolls and things like hammerhead turns, and then he'll proceed to do some tricks on the wing.
While Dave pilots the Super Stearman, the true star of the show is Tony, who grew up in a family of wing walkers.
Well, I'm gonna get on this big, beautiful biplane back here and I'm gonna walk all over it. My dad, he did it for 40 years before me. So, I mean, the whole time growing up, when I was this tall, you know, that's what I wanted to do. 14 was the first time I took a ride up there. I knew I wanted to do it after that first ride. And I was talking to my mom the other day, and she told me that when I came off the wing, and she never told me this until like 2 weeks ago, that she remembers the first time when I was 14, when I came off the wing, she could tell by looking at me, I was gonna do that when I grew up. She's like, there was never a doubt in my mind, Tony, that's what you were gonna grow up and do. And so when my dad retired, I was glad to step in.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to walk on the wing of a plane while it's traveling over 100 miles an hour? Tony is about to take you on the ride of your life.